Chemicals react with each other in order to make life happen. The chemicals we've been talking about are the macromolecules, and they are, as you will remember, mostly made of carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. We often represent a reaction with an equation, and one of the most important chemical equations that we talk about is the equation for photosynthesis. This is the equation for photosynthesis. Like all chemical equations, it has some reactants and some products. Reactants are the things you need to start the chemical reaction. We write those on the left. Products are the things you have at the end of the reaction. We write those on the right. You notice that there's an arrow between the reactants and products. If the arrow points only to the right, then the equation can only run in that direction. Sometimes the arrow will point both ways, and the reaction can move both forward and backward. Most chemical reactions need some energy to get them started. That energy is called the activation energy, and the most common way to get that energy is through heat. For instance, let's look at the chemical reaction for breaking down hydrogen peroxide. On the left you have hydrogen peroxide. It has 2 hydrogen and 2 oxygen atoms. On the right you have water and oxygen. This equation isn't balanced because there aren't the same number of atoms on the left as on the right. To balance it, we have to write it like this. Now the reaction can take place anytime there's enough energy. To break hydrogen peroxide into water and oxygen, you need a warm room and some time. It can happen at room temperature, but it might take years. Your body needs to break it down quickly so that it doesn't damage your cells. To do that, it uses an enzyme. Enzymes lower the amount of energy that is needed to start a chemical reaction. Enzymes work by bonding to the reactants and bringing them close together, increasing the likelihood that they will react. Enzymes are made of protein, and they are one of the reasons proteins are so important. So chemicals react with each other, and enzymes help make that happen in living things. Reactions need energy to happen. Photosynthesis is one of the most important chemical reactions in living things, and the energy that it uses comes from the sun. The elements needed for that reaction are found in the air and water. Air, water, and sunlight make it possible for us to live. Thanks for watching. Stay awesome.